Definitely to compete. Yeah, he's done a really good job with that. He's learning the offense quickly. He's done a good job with Mick. Those guys are, singing his praises. I think his body's in a good place. He's learning at a good pace. He's got experience. I think the guys up front like him. So it'll be fun to see him practice. I haven't seen him, other than, the Rutgers film, I haven't seen him out in the field. So that'll be fun to see.
Ryan, looking at Master Teague, what are your expectations for Master Teague this season?
Yeah, that's a position that really has to have a good August, because Master was nagged with injuries. DeMario really didn't practice in the spring. So now you're talking about Marcus Crowley and JK in the spring. So now you fast forward to August, you have JK, who's going to be, the bell cow. But then, Master Teague, he's got to step up for us. DeMario McCall has so much ability when you look at what he did down the stretch for us and some of those things where he can create issues for defenses. He's got to play for us. So really, those two guys, we need production. And the more production that they can bring, the more they'll play. Because JK will tell you, he doesn't want to take every snap. I mean, he needs help. It's a long season. And so some of those guys, might be Marcus Crowley, those guys, Steele Chambers is another freshman. That's a position you can play young at. And so we need at least two of those guys to step up, if not three. Realign? I haven't thought about that. No, I mean, I think that our side is tough. I think we got our hands full on our side, but the rivalries are awesome. I do think when you have to play up north, you have to play Penn State, you got to play Michigan State every year. That's hard, and so we got our hands full that way. But no, I hadn't really thought about that.
Yeah, right. As far as you being a play caller, have you talked to other head coaches about how they've kind of become thing, or do you kind of lean a lot on
Yeah, being with Chip for a couple years, I was able to see how he did it, and be a part of that. And then conversation with Urban about making sure that I'm involved in special teams, so that I am involved with the guys on defense, and that you really get your hands on those guys and make sure that you're around them and keep building those relationships. Because if you're not involved in special teams and you're only coaching on offense, you don't really create those relationships with those guys. So, got to make sure that I'm involved in special teams just as much as I am with the offense.
Ryan, Ohio State obviously had a lot of success, especially under Meyer, had a lot of success against Michigan. How do you plan on continuing that success? And also, do you plan on approaching that game maybe a little differently than Urban did?
No, that worked. 7-0 worked just fine. I think the thing that I learned from Urban right from the minute I got there was you got to work the game every day. And the way to honor the rivalry and respect the rivalry is to work it every day. And we do. It's a part of what we do, whether it's recruiting or every day. We have periods that we have in practice where, we call them the Team Up North drill, where we'll be working in practice. And so we live it every day. And, it's something that we always have in the back of our minds. We have stuff up in our facility, and we respect those guys to the utmost, and the program that they have. And we know this year is going to be hard. Last year was a little bit of an anomaly. It got sideways, but we know it's not going to be easy this year. And so we're going to have our hands full again going up there. We practice against them. Yeah.